Hello and welcome to part 2 of the LEGO Robotics EV3 Mindstorms tutorial. Now today we'll be going through how to use the software, how to program, because in the first part, if you guys watched, we learned how to assemble, and today we'll be programming just a simple program of just getting our robot to move. Now this is the software, the interface. You have different instructions here. This is obviously just for the core set. You see model instructions. We'll have different robots here: gyro boy, color sorter, puppies, and so on. Now we want to go to file, and you want to start a new project, start a new program, and open. So once you've done that, it brings you to this page. Now we just want to close this box over here. Now this is a completely blank project, completely blank program, and what you want to do is just to move the robot. So you notice that there are different actions placed at the bottom here with different colors: action, flow control, sensor, data operations, advanced, and my blocks. And within action you have medium motor, which operates your medium motor; large motor, which operates your large motor; move steering, move tank, display, sound, and brick data slide. So now to move our robot in a straight line, we just want to click on move steering and drag that over there. Now you notice that on the green bar it has ports B and C. That's where our medium motors are connected. So this instruction here controls ports B and C. Now within this instruction here for port B and C, you have different instructions. We can click on off, which would then stop our robot; on, which would move our robot continuously; on for seconds, depending on however many seconds you want it to move for; on degrees; and on rotations. So we're going to use rotations. So now we're moving our robot based on rotations, how many cycles of the wheel. So let's just click on 2, just for our robot to move. Now our robot is going to move for 2 rotations in a straight line at a speed of 50% of the robot's speed. Now if we click on this 0 and we move this cursor to the right, notice what happens to the arrow. It moves to the right. That's a positive number. Now if you go back to 0, let's go straight, and if you go to the left, that means a negative number, it turns left. Now that's one way of steering our robot. We're going back to 0 because we want our robot to move straight. So now our robot's going to move for 2 rotations in a straight line at a speed of 50. Let's try that out. Now that that's done, we want to move our robot in a square. So we'd have to have another instruction here for our robot to turn, because it's already moving straight, for our robot to turn right, and for that to continue until it completes a square. So what we're going to do is add another move steering instruction there, drag and drop. Now as I said, the 0 here is for the direction of the robot, so we want to put it on, say, 50, just to test it out, to test how the turn is. Put on 50 for 1 rotation at a speed of, let's say, 30. And this controls port B and C, and right now we want our robot to move straight and to turn right. That's all we want. So let's try that out. Now that that's done, we want to put these 2 instructions in a loop so that it continues until it completes a square. So what we do is move down to flow control, and you notice that there's a loop in here. Now we click on the loop and we drag it right there in the beginning. Drop it in there, and you click on this whole 2 instructions, the move forward and turning right, and we drag it inside the loop. Now within this loop, you have this instruction here which has an unlimited number of times, but we want it to happen 4 times. So we're just going to click on the count, and we just want it to happen 4 times to complete a square. Right. So right now our instruction looks like this. It moves straight for 2 rotations at a speed of 50. It turns right, and then it's going to continue this instruction until it finishes the square. Now let's try that out. And there we have it. And that concludes part 1 of programming the robot. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.